Hello, my name is Nick Palaio, and I did the gender new student dialogue. Basically, what we did was we arrived, we sat down, then they handed us out a sheet, and they went through the difference between a dialogue, a discussion, and a debate, and we determined that a debate is something that is very kind of argumentative. It has a winner and a loser, and people just kind of give rebuttals and points, argumentative points, in order to determine who's correct or until someone cannot form another rebuttal. So, debate is kind of close ended, all about one topic, it's an argument. Um, and the mood is usually pretty stern, pretty serious, but with the discussion, everyone is kind of talking about something, a problem, and they all have, like, I guess you could call it their best solution. So they just kind of work through it and determine solution for the same problem. Everyone is pretty calm in this. Everyone keeps it together, tells everyone what they think, and it's just pretty. It's all for a better understanding, basically. And a dialogue is when everyone is just kind of confirming everyone's ideas about a certain thing, and that's kind of what we did. And we did our dialogue with gender, talking about dating and how everything works in that world. So after we went through the sheet with the differences between discussion, debate, dialogue, they handed us a sheet and it kind of gave us some guidelines for how dialogue works and told us all about how dialogues would are just, I don't know, they're just kind of all to talk about something and prove something and why it's the best, or just anything about that purpose. One of the sheets they gave us, it just kind of said spoken conversational exchange between two or more people. It's narrative, philosophical, dialectic, or anything else really. So our dialogue, after we went through all that and what we had to do during the dialogue, like keep an open mind, we went into they watched a video about dating in the 1950s, and basically this guy called a girl like 3 days before the date and was like, would you like to go out this day? This would be a perfect day. We could do this or this and be home by this time. And then went on the date, and he talked to the girl's parents and everything. And then after we watched that, we kind of started talking about it and how dating has changed. And we mostly talked about the double standard between guys and girls in dating, and how if a girl hooks up with a lot of guys, it's frowned upon, but if a guy hooks up with a lot of girls, he's kind of the man. So, yeah, that's obviously a double standard. And we talked about how it would kind of take a whole generation to change that standard because it's so instilled into people's minds. Also, there was a lot of people who participated the whole time and a lot of people who didn't. You could tell who was comfortable with it, who just wanted to just leave. There was definitely a few people who were really active and were trying to give their points of view, and then some people who were trying to get through it. I kind of was probably in the middle. I would say my opinion, but I would not openly volunteer usually. I would just kind of see how it was going and sit on the sidelines. Overall, though, it was a pretty interesting dialogue. I feel like we did achieve true dialogue because everyone was kind of talking about the same thing, just furthering their understanding. And I think that the dialogue is a part of Library 100 because it gets new students talking to each other and gets them a new experience with other students at Clemson University. I feel like that's just a valuable tool. It was, I mean, obvious. It was an all right dialogue. I mean, we just kind of, it was late at night, so everyone just was tired, but we definitely just furthered our understanding. Everyone, mostly girls were talking. They had more to say than the guys, as kind of assumed, and we kind of talked about that as well during the dialogue, how girls are so different than guys and their standards with other girls and because girls judge other girls more than guys judge other guys, but that's about it. Thanks for watching.